Oh, to start with, my gorgeous Libra, you are going to feel like you need to spend some time on your own. And this is exactly how you're going to feel at the beginning of this week. You have no idea what is actually going to come out of it. My gorgeous Libra, I want you to listen to me very, very carefully when I say this. You're entering such an important stage of your life where things are gonna start not only working in your favor, but they're going to start unfolding really, really fast, really quickly. But you have to be 100% honest with yourself. My gorgeous Libra, this is so important to be 100% honest with yourself, because there is something that no longer works for you. There is something that you used to do, that you used to feel so passionate about, but that no longer works for you. And because it's to do with your passion, and it's to do with something which you have been doing for a very long time, sometimes it's very difficult, I understand, to kind of move on, if you know what I mean. But the bottom line is, my gorgeous Libra, that at the beginning of this week you are gonna feel like you want to be by yourself a little bit, and there are gonna be all sorts of things on your mind. And at the same time, what is also gonna be on your mind is like kind of pretty much so there is something which is going to take place like about couple of days before the beginning of this week. There is this very interesting experience which you are going to have, and this experience which you are going to have, it's going to remind you of the certain stage in your life. But most importantly, this is going to open your eyes, and you're going to tap into something so specific, and you will realize and you will clearly understand that you're missing out on certain things in your life. And this is good. This is always good, because it always brings this sacred sense of urgency that really helps us out so much in terms of bravery, especially when it comes to making the certain moves, making the certain decisions, and doing something about them. So at the beginning of this week, you are gonna feel like you want to be by yourself for a little while, like you want to be on your own. There are gonna be all sorts of things on your mind, but you're also going to be reflecting on that experience which you've had about a couple of days previously, and that experience really did kind of make you aware of the fact, like when it comes to you missing out, or when it comes to certain things in life, like big time. And this is why, my gorgeous Libra, at the beginning of this week, you're going to be like, oh my God, I need to think, I need to think. It's not going to be like that literally, but you are going to be thinking about all sorts of things. And let me tell you how important this is going to be, my gorgeous Libra, because it's not about you wanting to be by yourself. It's not about you just kind of reflecting on things. It's not about you maybe feeling a little bit frustrated. In fact, the more frustrated you feel at this stage of your life, the better outcome it's actually going to be. The more of this vavavumish energy you're gonna benefit from, if you get my drift, my gorgeous Libra. So you are basically gonna be what is gonna happen, it's not only about you reflecting on things, but you are gonna come up with a really, really smart decision. Okay, so it's not about, oh yeah, I feel like I want to be on my own, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. It's not even about that experience which you've had like about a couple of days before that, this experience did indeed open your eyes. It has been beneficial, of course, because you wouldn't be here otherwise. You see what I mean? But you are going to you're going to realize you know, you're going to make a really smart decision, a really, really smart decision. And that smart decision, it's also a really wise choice as well. At the time when you make this wise decision, not that long after that moment in time, there is going to be such a specific and such a powerful sign which you're going to have. And this sign is really going to confirm to you that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. This in itself is going to mean a lot to you, my gorgeous Libra, because you're very intuitive. So what is this smart decision and what is this wise choice going to be? Well, it's to do with something you felt negative about for so long. For the last 9 months in particular, you felt really, really negative about something specific, okay? You felt really negative about something specific, and it's to do with a certain and ongoing problem in your life that has been making you feel really, really negative, and it has been making you feel like you are backed into a corner. It has been making you feel like your hands are tied behind your back, and it has been making you feel like you're constantly waiting for something which is never going to happen. And now immediately, my gorgeous Libra, you're literally going to snap out of it. So this smart decision which you're gonna make, this wise decision which you're gonna make, it's pretty much so to do with this aspect of your life that has been making you feel so negative for so long, but only now you are gonna do something about it. Exactly 4 days after you make this decision, exactly 4 days after you make this decision, my gorgeous Libra, there is going to be this opportunity which you are going to have. This opportunity is gonna blow you away. This opportunity is gonna be one of the best opportunities you've had for a long time. This opportunity is gonna make you feel alive again. This opportunity is gonna be probably one of the most powerful moments of your personal liberation you've had in a very, very long time. And you will feel this. Trust me, you will feel this, because the moment in time you become aware of this mind-blowing, life-changing opportunity, at that moment in time, that's confirmation. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Let me just hide myself quickly. No, I'm joking. They're after me. I'm joking. No, it's seriously, you are going to, like, you see how crazy this is going to be. You see how important this is going to be. So as soon as you make this smart decision to, like, kind of do something about this negative aspect in your life, you know, about this problem, it's you knowing exactly what you're going to do about that problem, and you are going to do something about it indeed immediately. And that's why 4 days later, exactly 4 days later, you are going to have this opportunity which is literally going to change your life. At that moment in time, you become aware of this opportunity. But I have to stress the fact that you are going to feel like this is one of the biggest moments of your personal liberation you had in a very, very long time. It's to do with your free spirit taking over, and everything is going to start making sense right now. I know that you're going to feel so excited when you become aware of this life-changing opportunity. Let me tell you, this life-changing opportunity, it's also like going to be the beginning of such a beautiful change in your life. This life-changing opportunity is also to do with something you have been waiting for absolute ages, my gorgeous Libra. So this is why this is going to be so important, and this like a life-changing opportunity which you are going to have. Let me tell you, it's like almost instantly you are gonna start kind of seeing things about yourself like kind of differently. You will realize how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how clever you are. And this is all to do with that particular decision that you've made. You will realize how smart you are, my gorgeous Libra, but also at the same time to get to such an important stage of our lives where you most certainly are going to see so much ahead that you're going to start looking forward to, my gorgeous Libra. This is like one of the most brilliant achievements of your entire existence, because every single aspect of your life, it's gonna start like kind of shining really bright. To be quite honest, every single aspect in your life is going to start making sense now. When I say that every single aspect in your life is going to start shining really bright, I know that sounds really crazy, yeah, of course, but I'm just saying that there were certain things that you were doing and you were blaming yourself, like for the last few months, you know, certain things that were prolonged and certain things that you were blaming yourself for, and you couldn't understand why you were doing certain things, but something was like kind of really kind of pushing you forward. So that's why I'm saying that this is going to start shining really bright, because certain things that you were blaming yourself that you were doing that you should have stopped, like connected to this, for example, it's going to be proven that, oh my God, if you didn't prolong with certain things and maybe you even tortured yourself for a while, you would not get to this stage of your life. So this is why this is going to be so important, like, oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Libra, at around the beginning of this week, you know that there is, oh my God, I don't like this person here whatsoever. I don't like this little bastard here whatsoever. You're going to become aware of this person here and you're not going to like this person. There is something that you're going to find out about this specific person and you're not going to like whatsoever. Somebody, first of all, you're going to find out like something about someone really specific. Maybe somebody wasn't like completely honest with you, but you will know what this is to do with, because at the same time it's not to do with somebody who is directly connected to you, but it's to do with somebody who is going to try to pressurize you to do something, maybe to like kind of invest into something, or maybe to do something that you don't want to do whatsoever. But that person is going to be so pushy, that person is going to be so weird, and that person is going to say something, and you will know that that person is being completely dishonest. You really need to understand that you're absolutely right. And but you know, although this is not somebody who is directly connected to you, you're still going to be surprised about this person. I mean, directly connected to you, I mean, it's not like a family member, it's not a friend, but it is somebody who you know, for example. So you're still going to be kind of surprised when it comes to this particular person, and this is going to throw you out of balance a little bit. So you're going to be pressurized to do something, maybe to buy something, maybe to invest into something, but that person is going to be so pushy, and you will know that that something is absolutely not right here whatsoever, and you will know that there is some kind of a hidden agenda in play here when it comes to that particular person. So that particular person is very selfish, and it's somebody who's thinking about money and somebody who's thinking about themselves. So somebody's going to try to like kind of maybe even use you for something, but you will know, because you will most certainly you will be intuitively guided, my gorgeous Libra. So you are most certainly and most importantly going to be aware of it, like, oh my goodness. And as I said, intuitively you're going to be guided, you know, when it comes to this. So you must kind of really not give in. You know that there is, the only problem that I have here, it's like almost like some kind of temptation, a little bit of temptation, it's gonna come up when it comes to this little bastard here. So there is, it's like it's some kind of temptation. Something is still gonna be very tempting here for you. And thank God you're not gonna give in. I know you're not going to give in, but this is the person that we are talking about here. I mean, do I need to say any more? And if you would do something like this, because just remember, intuitively you will know, like, no baby, no, this is not for me. Intuitively you will know this is not for you. So you have to be smart, because if you go against it, you're going against your spirit, you're going against you're going against your soul, my gorgeous Libra, and something really silly and irreversible would happen, and you would just unnecessarily be prolonged. As certain things will be prolonged that would be so unnecessary for you, because it would slow you down when it comes to all this. Why would you affect the beginning of such a beautiful stage in your life? And I know, I'm sorry, my gorgeous Libra, but I'm saying this all the time. You know, like every single time when we are facing some kind of a new stage, or facing some kind of a new beginning. We always have certain challenges to deal with. I'm afraid it's the way it is. And it's a lot the way you're going to respond to your intuition and the way you're going to respond to your spirit. And the more kind of intuitive you are, and the more you go with your first initial feeling and initial thought when it comes to like you feeling certain things about certain people, the more you pay attention to your own intuition, the more successful your life it's actually going to be in general. And if you ignore here yourself, and if you do kind of give in when it comes to some kind of temptation here connected to this person, so they are gonna be pushy, they are gonna say this, they're gonna say that, but then again there is a certain thing that person is gonna say that you're gonna feel like a little bit weak about. And that's why you need to kind of be strong, and you have to go with your intuition, because otherwise this is just gonna not necessarily be irreversible, but it's just not gonna be good for you whatsoever, because at a certain point in your life later on you would need to deal with a kind of similar situation, and then you would see in order to kind of see the way your spirit would respond, and at that moment you're moving forward with your life, you're moving up, or there are certain lessons and certain things that need to be repeated until you kind of understand what this actually is and what this actually was. Like this, you are doing what somebody else would want you to do, and otherwise the right way to do it is obviously to follow your intuition, which is most certainly not going to lead you astray, especially when it comes to this particular situation. Like, my goodness, my gorgeous Libra, this is ever so important. And also when it comes to the beginning of this week, my God, you're really going to have an unusual situation consisting with involving one specific person. There is one specific person that is going to cross your path at around the beginning of this week. This person is going to be like completely strange. This person is going to be very, very unusual. And in fact, the only reason why you are going to notice this person is because something is going to be completely so unusual about their appearance. It's going to seem like this person is coming from a completely different time, from a completely different century, okay? And you are going to be like, oh my God, what is this? When you come across this person, my gorgeous Libra. And this is what you need to understand. You will be able to identify like this person by the way they're gonna look, but also by the way their energy is going to be. Just remember, there is something about this person which is gonna be pretty much so resembling like people like from a long time ago, for example. And when you come across this unusual person, it is nothing to do with this unusual person, but what you need to pay attention to. This is when things are going to become really weird for you. What do you need to pay attention to? As soon as you come across this strange person, it could be anywhere. It could be in the middle of the forest. It could be like somewhere outside on the road. It could be like somewhere where you go to regularly. You could come across this person absolutely anywhere. But trust me, this person is like gonna become obvious to you, if you know what I mean. It's gonna become absolutely obvious. You're gonna look at that person, you're gonna think, oh my God, this person is so unusual. This is exactly how it's going to happen. So it's not about that person, but it's about what is actually gonna come to your mind after that moment in time. Before something comes to your mind, after that moment in time, listen. Sorry, I'm going to go step by step. After you realize this, after you see this strange person, which is going to remind you of like on the time, like from a long time ago, the way they're going to be dressed and what they're going to be doing and the way they're going to be acting, maybe their energy, it's like going to be so unusual. This is going to be a sign, an indication that after that moment in time, you will be on your way somewhere, and something really incredible is actually going to happen to you in terms of what are you going to understand, like in terms of what this means, you know, you coming across this strange person. Later on, after that, you will be on your way somewhere, and then suddenly you're gonna have this mind-blowing insight, and you will understand clearly what this means. It means that you have been ignoring the specific direction in your life. It means you have been ignoring the specific direction in your life that comes to you naturally. Why are you ignoring this, my gorgeous Libra? It is to do with who you are. It is to do with your talents. It is to do with what comes naturally to you. But it's also to do with something that you've actually stopped doing. Now it's time to reconnect with that lost part of yourself. I know that this all sounds really strange, but this life is strange. This world is strange, you know. But this sounds really strange, my gorgeous Libra, but this is exactly what this is going to mean. And also, this is a sign of a good luck. This is also a sign of a good luck. When that means that you are really not, this is not only the time to reconnect with yourself by doing this, which you've left in the past, something that you used to do, something that you used to be so passionate about, but this is also a very powerful sign, out of this world sign, that this in itself is going to be so, you're going to have a good luck when it comes to this, because there are also going to be elements, oh no, I'm not as lucky to do this, I'm not lucky enough to have something coming out of it, blah blah. That's how you're gonna feel. But this is also double mama. This is a double sign that you are having a good luck as well. And this is why this very strange person has crossed your path, and this is the very specific message that this person is actually bringing into your life. Now it's time, my gorgeous Libra, to be as open-minded as you possibly can. But now it's also time, my gorgeous Libra, to reconnect with that missing part of yourself. No matter what is going on in your life, no matter what is happening in your life, no matter how you feel about it, each day as it passes after that moment in time, you will realize how imminent this is. You will realize how imminent this is. And also, once you find yourself again, like being so like kind of like on a certain crossroads again with your life, it's gonna happen in like about a month and a half. You're gonna find yourself on a certain crossroads, but these are gonna be good babies. These are gonna be fantastic crossroads. These are the crossroads that every single one of us can only dream of. That's exactly where this is all going to lead to. And when you find yourself on this crossroads in a month and a half, my gorgeous Libra, oh my God, this is when all this is going to start making sense, because the direction that you're going to take and the path you're going to choose is going to be based on exactly this. You know, all this, it's going to bring faith, so much faith back into your life. On one hand, you will realize honestly how powerful you are in terms of your intuition, but then on another hand, you will be so much closer to your own self, and this is ever so important. And also, my gorgeous Libra, when it comes to the midweek, for example, you know that you are going to have such a beautiful experience. You are going to have a beautiful experience when it comes to the midweek, and there are gonna be other people around you. But I can see people doing something. I can see people like being completely into something. I can see people being very kind of active and creative things at the same time. And you know, so you are gonna have a really beautiful experience, because there is something that you're gonna see. There is something that you're gonna realize. There is something that you're gonna pick up on, and you're gonna be really impressed by something so much what other people are gonna be doing, and you're gonna be like, I wanna do this, I wanna do this. Oh my God, you really have to do this, my gorgeous Libra. This is a very powerful omen. This is a very powerful sign in itself. There are 5 major things are gonna come out of it when it comes to you improving yourself, when it comes to you improving your life, and you're gonna find this this ridiculously rewarding. You have no idea what are you gonna discover about yourself just because you were like so randomly, you found yourself somewhere being so inspired by what somebody else is doing. Well, let me tell you, this is not a coincidence. You are going to find yourself at the right place at the right time, my gorgeous Libra, yet again. And this in itself, it's also going to lead towards you not only discovering certain things about yourself, certain things about your life, certain things that you want to do. But then again, at the same time, my gorgeous Libra, this is going to be so rewarding for you. So rewarding for you. Because you're also going to kind of realize something really specific, which is going to open your eyes, and you're going to start seeing things in a completely different light, from a completely different angle. And that in itself is going to make you aware of the fact that you really kind of, in order to start this particular change, you are going to need to make an important sacrifice here. But this is going to be a good willing sacrifice, my gorgeous Libra. This is ever so important to mention, okay? Because this particular, once you're aware of this particular sacrifice that you're going to need to make in order to kind of do this, this is going to be a good sacrifice. You are going to become so confident about what exactly are you doing here, because you're going to become very confident, and that in itself means that this is all going to lead towards the beginning of such a beautiful but one of the most unexpected adventures of your entire life. Seriously, this is going to lead towards the beginning of the most kind of unexpected adventure in your entire life, and this is also going to lead towards you kind of like really starting to see your life in general differently, and especially when it comes to your future, like, oh my God, this is gonna change you, but in a really good way. This is going to change you in a really good way, and you are going to start seeing things differently when it comes to your future. So this is all going to lead towards slight change of plan, but everything in your life, it's going to become so much more meaningful, okay? This is also the beginning of like a very special people who are going to start walking into your life, my gorgeous Libra. This is the beginning where lots of like a special people, very, very kind of important people are going to start walking into your life, and all this is going to make things so much more colorful for you indeed. Wow. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, let me tell you, it's a fantastic advice which you are going to have from this mind-blowing person. All I can say, this is some kind of passionate person, extremely passionate person, and this person is also going to actually give you two advices. This person is going to give you two advices. This is somebody who is in your life. This person is extremely passionate. This person is a little bit strange sometimes, and to certain people this person seems cold, but is extremely passionate. So only people who know this person and only people who understand this person know how passionate this person is. But to an outer world and people who don't understand this person comes across as somebody really, really cold and uninterested. But it's complete opposite. It's one of those very, very special people who open themselves up only to the certain people in their lives, okay? So that particular person is going to give you an advice, two advices, couple of things this person is going to tell you, and it's going to be very smart and very wise for you to do this. And what are these advices going to be about? It's going to be about your vision, and that person is going to tell you two things that you need to pay attention to, two things that you need to kind of like number one, you need to put more energy towards something really, really specific, something that's like, you need to put more energy towards something that you thought you gave your all, and you will realize, no baby, no, there is some kind of unfinished business that you're going to need to deal with, that it's going to be that person is going to highlight, and you thought that that's not finished, for example, and that person is going to remind you of this. something that you thought it's like a finished, but that person is going to tell you, no baby, no, it's unfinished, you need to do this, you need to deal with this, this is so important. And also at the same time, the second thing that this person is going to tell you, like for example, and this is all to do with your vision, this is all to do with your vision, because you will be talking about your life, and you will be talking about your ideas that you're going to feel so excited about. Just remember, you're going to be so excited when it comes to this week, and that's when you're going to talk to this person about your ideas, about what you're doing, about your vision, and you're going to say like, oh my God, certain things I want to change, you know, in terms of planning when it comes to your future and things like that. So this is what you're going to be discussing with this person, and that's what that person is going to tell you a couple of things, okay, which is ever so important. And another thing, the second thing that this person is, so one thing this person is going to highlight, oh, you need to finish something, it's an unfinished business, and this is almost going to surprise you, like, what unfinished business? But you will see what this is. You will realize. And the second thing that this gorgeous person is going to tell you, it's like basically, it's to do with what do you need to walk away from immediately in order, what do you need to walk away from, sorry, in order to kind of have, in order to kind of have more possibilities in your life. There is something that that person is going to highlight also that you need to walk away from, okay? And at that moment in time, what this person is going to tell you, if anybody else tells you this, you will be like, absolutely no, baby, no. But because it's to do with somebody really prominent in your life, this is going to ring differently. This is going to sound differently. So that person is also going to tell you what exactly you need to walk away from, and that person is so smart. That person is saying the right thing, because the moment in time you walk away from what this person is telling you to move on and walk away from, that moment in time, things are going to change almost immediately, and you are going to be facing these possibilities that you weren't able to do because you were wasting your time with something that has come to an end a long time ago. Not only that this is going to bring such an amazing confidence into your life, huge massive recognition, but this is also going to lead towards something very, very successful here, very successful. And what you're going to decide to do here, and the advice that you're going to follow from this person, thank God, it's going to be brilliant, because in exactly like about 1 month's time, after this moment in time, you are going to get this message, and this message is really going to surprise you, and it's to do with like this, you know, how successful all this is actually going to be in as little as 1 month's time. In as little as 1 month's time, you will know that this was so crucial for you to take this advice on board and to take this advice so seriously. And you're gonna feel very, very happy and very proud and very pleased with yourself. And when it comes to this person, my God, please buy them a dinner, do something, because this person is somebody absolutely amazing, okay? Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.